What is going on, world? Welcome back once again. My name is ZacNovak and this is ZacNovak Plays Games, or late, seriously late ZacNovak. In today's video we got this week's Ascendant challenge. Now I actually completely forgot to go through and record it, and in doing so, when I did record it, I had this, the good old Windows 10 update. However, I went to install it and this happened. So yeah, lost the video. But anyway, back to recording it. Let's do it. Roll the intros, get right into it, and I certainly hope you enjoy. Alrighty, getting straight into the video. Now, the Ascendant challenge this week actually is chilling over in the Strand. Now, once you spawn at the Valley and Mists, pretty much jump on your Sparrow and head in this direction. Now, in itself, it is right up the back of the map, so be aware it is a little bit of a trek, but in itself, it isn't too actual fast to get there. Now, I will state this video in itself definitely is recorded differently when I actually had audio, and in audio itself was not very good of quality. Now that audio was kind of cutting in and out, and yeah, I couldn't really do very much about it. I tried editing it and it still sounded horrible. But anyway, once you have reached this area, the good old actual back of the map, the whole lost sector, I still can't remember what this lost sector is called. I think it's a Fellion's Rest, something like that, is it? I think. But anyway, yeah, this area, there's a bunch of enemies. Just go through, clear them out. Don't really, worry about it so much. Just get rid of them because they are an annoyance and they definitely can take you out if you kind of are just standing around. I myself definitely like XP, and this in itself is a fair good amount of way to get it. Now, I will state, I kind of go through and just do all this because I really don't like having ads around when I do try to do certain videos. So this is one of those videos, just kind of a look inside. But yeah, I also ended up happening to, well, already have popped my tincture because I recorded this video and thought it was at a different spot, and yeah, actually it's at this spot. So pop your tincture of your Queen's Foil if you have not popped it before, and then once you have popped it, jump in the good old black ball. Now in this area you've got a bunch of crystals. These crystals are going to have to be taken down by, well, actually shooting them, but you can't kind of shoot them straight up because they have shields. So what you're gonna have to do is pretty much go around and take out these blights. Now in doing so, once you take out the blights, the shields on the actual crystals start to drop. Now in itself, this spot does have an egg and Toland near it, so I kind of went for this one first, simply because, well, it's, a good spot. It's easy to kind of go to. But anyway, if you guys don't know the crystal, right there, not crystal, the egg, that's what it is. It's a freaking whatever. Anyway, this spot in itself is pretty much where I actually, start from for really just kind of, I guess, posterity. It's pretty much just to show you that this is a spot where I started off and Toland's orb was fairly close, and then I started doing a circle. That circle in itself is pretty much just around the entire map. Once in doing so, and you actually take out each of the blights, you're then able to go in and attack the crystals. I and myself did actually go through and take the long way around, simply because I didn't really want to deal with ads, and sometimes it's easier than said than done kind of thing, simply because some ads actually, build up and then actually try to take you down, or a knight might slice you out of the air, and that in itself is fairly annoying. One thing I did want to talk about is my videos. Now, I have seriously gotten off from what my videos used to be, but I really don't mind. Honestly, there was a point where I was really I was enjoying everything, and then some things started going bad. One of those things being a little bit of depression, some other stuff, but yeah, I won't really go into details about that, but I will actually state, as I have in other videos before, that some of my stuff is actually changing. Some of the videos are actually going to be more sporadic than others, and some videos in themselves probably will actually be uploaded at proper dates. But pretty much just keep following this path up and around, and it's kind of like a zigzaggy thing, but it's still pretty much a circle around the whole entire room. So it's one of those things where you can't really get too lost. You can get lost, but not entirely. All you gotta kind of look for is where certain platforms are, where certain things actually spawn. If your enemies are spawning around you, you know you're in a okay spot, and it's not really, you know, the worst spot to be in. I mean, it's a bad spot because enemies are spawning, but it could be worse if you're just completely lost and no enemies are spawning in itself. But keep following this along, and eventually you will actually get to another blight thingy that you can go through and just blast away. And yeah, keep in mind that the way I take is the long way, the extremely long way. You guys can definitely actually take shortcuts by going back to the center and then following other tracks around. But yeah, I myself, I get lost a lot, and I have been known to kind of just wander even though I'm actually recording videos, and sometimes that can be good, other times definitely not so much. But anyway, this blight here, take it out and you're pretty much getting close to the area where the Ahamkara bones are. So I think, I'm pretty sure it's up this way. I'm almost 100% sure. I jump onto this little decline bridge thing here, keep following it down, and I'm pretty sure the Ahamkara bones are on the edge here. If they're not, then I apologize for just having this in the video, but yeah, it's just one of those things I kind of do forget. And sometimes when I do have actual problems with Windows 10, like when it updates and then doesn't actually update properly and all my files are gone, then I kind of have problems, because yeah, I do have notes on my computer that tell me where certain things are. But yeah, anyway, from this spot here, what I would actually advise is not doing what I do, because I kind of fail here. There is really the path you can just take back around and then follow it down, and then walk back over to this spot where the actual blight is. But yeah, I decided to jump and then fail my jump by hitting X at the, or no, hitting A at the wrong time, and then freaking having to, you know, use my super to save myself. But in this actual turn, it pretty much allows you to go over to this way where the other blight is and blast the freak out of it, because blights are blights and they do damage, and yeah, you need to destroy them so you can hurt the crystals. But as you can see, that little text on the side of the screen, it does actually mean that you can go in and then attack the crystals, which is what we're doing. So keep in mind, these knights can be very annoying. Same with the Shadow Thrall, but pretty much what you're going to want to do is just go through and shoot all the crystals. Make sure you are jumping, simply because, well, it's easier to kind of stay alive if you're not on the ground and you're a little bit faster than those knights, just because, yeah, they are not very nice. At this point right here, I failed so hard, but somehow survived, and I really don't know how, but I think that's just because warlockness or something like that, or maybe it's actually because I've gone through and I've got a major resistance thing on my, I think, chest, my boots, one of them. But yeah, anyway, once you have gone through and actually shot all of the crystals, pretty much when you're gonna look at the last crystal, look at the enemies, because they just fall over, disappear, and that's kind of it. But yeah, this has pretty much been this week's Ascendant challenge. Sorry again about it being extremely late. Yeah, next week I'm going to definitely actually try to kind of be on top of it a little bit more. But from the chest, as you can see, we got some Revelry Dawn gauntlets or gloves. Those things in themselves definitely don't have good perks on them, so I'm not keeping that, just because I don't really like that, and yeah, I can get some good old parts for it. But with the actual Ascendant challenge, what I actually get from this is a Revelry Dawn hood. And I also get an Abide by Return sword just from a random actual bounty. But I will actually state this hood in itself is surprisingly decent. We've got special ammo finder, we've got hands-on, and we've also got enhanced Ashes to assets, which I'm definitely using, and I'm definitely using special. So this thing in itself, I'm actually saving. I'm gonna use because it actually is surprisingly decent. But yeah. Once again though, this has been this week's Ascendant challenge. This has been ZacNovak. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, click the like button down below, leave a like, leave a comment, do all that good stuff. I want to be sharing like Karen ever. He was a Sharon. Share this video around because this seriously helps out the channel, helps out you guys, helps out others to actually see my video. Oh, there's shiny plant up here. Also, yeah, share the video around. It helps out the channel, helps out you guys, and helps out others to actually see my content. If you do actually share it, you're amazing, you're awesome, and I seriously love you. But again, it's been ZacNovak. Until next time, this is ZacNovak, signing off. Peace out.